That's right, the hottest searches of the week are in. This is Hot Clicks with Natasha.
Natasha's back on a Friday morning. How are you doing this week?
Good, I'm doing really well. TGIF once again.
Good. All right, let's get started. Quiz question first, please.
The question is, what's another word for political corruption? Is it number 1, raft, or number 2, graft?
One more time, please.
What's another word for political corruption? Number 1, raft,
R-A-F-T.
R-A-F-T, or number 2, graft, G-R-A-F-T.
Okay, tough question maybe. If you know the answer right now, though, you can put it on our Bundy board or use Kakao Talk or text in on your cell phone, pounder sharp 1045 for 50 or 100 won, depending on the length of your text. We are giving away a premium popcorn set. All right, so where do we start today?
Our first keyword is 김영란법. So the so-called 김영란법 law came into effect this Wednesday.
Oh, was it Wednesday?
Wednesday, the 28th. Now, it's an anti-graft law, and it directly applies to civil servants, journalists, professors, and teachers. So around 4 million of the population.
Media people.
Media people.
All media people, too.
They didn't specify whether part-time, contract, or full-time. So I believe it includes you and I as well.
Okay. So tell us about what this is.
So basically, people call it, the rule of 3, 5, 10. Because it's basically no food over 3만 원, no gifts over 5만 원, and no wedding or funeral cash gifts over 10만 원.
Okay. So what about if the gift was on sale? Do you know there's going to be a lot of tricky areas here.
Exactly. So on the surface, the law seems pretty, straightforward and simple,
Yeah.
3, 5, 10. But as you pointed out, there's a lot of gray areas that people are confused about.
Yeah.
So a good example, like the one that you mentioned, is, what if I have a gift set? Maybe some cosmetics or some fruit box or something like that. And it costs 7만 원 usually.
Yeah.
But I got it on sale for 4만 원.
Right.
Is it still against the law?
What if your family member is a civil servant? Or what if your family member is a media person?
Family is okay, apparently.
Okay.
So they had an expert from the commission come and talk. But the more gray area was, what if your girlfriend or boyfriend just happens to be a civil servant?
Oh,
Can you treat them to, for example, lobster dinner? And the answer is yes, you can.
Well, yeah.
Because they sort of recognize the relationship.
The personal relationship.
Right. And with the discount gift sets, they say as long as you have receipt, document proof that you bought it for less than 5만 원, it's okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that started. We are now a couple of days ago, huh?
Couple of days, and as anticipated, restaurants, golf clubs, hotels have already been hard hit, and foreign media, they're focusing on this as well. I think this morning, CNN, they ran an article just reminding everyone, don't buy Korean civil servants lobster dinners, because obviously lobster dinners will cost more than 3만 원.
And it may be considered some sort of bribe or something like that.
Some sort of graft.
Interesting. All right, so let's move on. What else has been hot on the net?
Next news is Clinton versus Trump.
Yeah, the debate was a couple of days ago, too.
That's been the hot topic on international news. It was the most watched presidential debate in history. They say for 84 million people.
84 million people.
In America alone, so more internationally.
Well, that's good news.
Good news that people are interested.
Yes.
And they say, it's one of the debates or one of the biggest presidential elections with the biggest swing vote. I think they said about 30%. And that's probably why people are interested. Were you one of the viewers?
I saw bits and pieces, but I didn't see the start to finish debate. Yeah.
Which part did most stuck with you?
It's interesting that when they go back and forth, I always try to pay attention to what they are actually saying. And it seemed like Hillary Clinton won the debate.
Right.
Because Donald Trump, I'm not a political expert, so I don't know, but it seems like Donald Trump does a very good job at repeating things that he's already said.
Right. He doesn't bring anything new to the table.
Whereas Hillary Clinton seemed to, now I don't know if they were good points or not because I'm not a political expert, but she seemed to constantly be saying different things. So from my estimation, Hillary Clinton won the debate, and that seems to be the popular opinion of people as well.
That is the general consensus, that Hillary she was better versed at the topics at hand, that she came out the clear winner. And like echoing your sentiment, I found that Trump, He never answers questions directly.
Yeah, well.
It's quite hard to follow his train of thought. He sort of meanders in and out.
He's very good at it, though.
He is.
He's very
good at
good
dodging
at that.
questions.
Yeah. So there are 2 more debates to wait for, right?
2 more debates. The next, second of 3, will be held in 9 days on October 9th. Now, in regards to the Korean Peninsula, Hillary, she reiterated that she will recognize U.S. commitment to its allies, while Trump said once again that Korea and other allies, they need to pay more or defend themselves.
I
but
see.
It was his comment about his temperament. Do you remember?
I don't remember that.
He said that he has a winning temperament, and that was one of his better assets in this presidential campaign. And obviously people, they broke out into laughter as soon as he said that.
Yeah.
And online, there were dozens of memes.
Oh, there's always Donald Trump memes. Yeah. All right. So we'll wait for the next debate. It'll be interesting to see the viewership. They set a record with 84 million people. And we'll see what happens with the next one, if there are even more people watching the next one, right?
It'll be interesting to see.
Okay, what else? Let's move on.
The third keyword is toothpaste recall. Are you familiar with this?
We covered it in the headlines, but without going into too much detail.
So it was reported that 11 Korean toothpastes that are on the market, they contain trace elements of a compound called CMIT, MIT. And this call was not ruled from citizens. Now, CMIT/MIT, it's a biocide.
What's a biocide?
It kills organism microbes. So it's often used as a disinfectant.
Okay.
In water-based solutions. And it's
You mean not in toothpaste? It's not supposed to be in toothpaste.
Sometimes it's used in toothpaste. It's used in personal care goods, including toothpaste. And this compound has been in the Korean news a lot recently because it was the key compound in the humidifier disinfectant scandal.
Okay.
Now, we have to look at how much was in the toothpaste, and the 11 toothpaste up to 0.0044 ppm. So very trace amounts, ppm being parts per million, were found in the toothpaste, in the Korean toothpaste. Now, different countries, they have different limits on how much is allowed in the toothpaste.
Okay.
In Europe and North America, the limit is 15 parts per million. In Korea, it's 0. And that's where the problem is.
So the issue is that they were not meeting the standard, not necessarily that it was particularly dangerous. Is that a fair estimation?
I would say so.
Because in another part of the world,
they use it as a legal biocide.
So it's all about perception. Then.
Perception.
See, that's what I was wondering, because I'm not a toothpaste expert and I'm not a dentist. So therefore, and can we say this? People don't know this about you, but you're qualified to talk about this.
Right. So I think you brought up a really good point. Because, we're exposed to hundreds of toxic chemicals in our day-to-day life. And the common question, or the question that we should be asking is not so much, is it present? Is that compound present in a product? But the bigger question, the more important question is how much of it is present in a product?
Okay.
At what concentrations? And how are we going to use that product?
Well, so my question then was going to be, if let's say that you have a bunch of this toothpaste, are you supposed to throw it away?
Well, the manufacturers, including Amore Pacific,
The
they
recall,
said they
right?
will accept refunds. And so far, there's been 500,000 toothpaste tubes that have been refunded.
Yeah.
Personally, the amount found in these Korean toothpaste tubes, it's 1/3000th the amount that's allowed in American or European toothpaste. So I acknowledge that, people are justified in being worried about their health and that you can go and get a refund. But personally, I have some of these brands at home. I wouldn't be going and getting a refund. I won't be bothering.
So it's just a personal, however you feel about it personally then, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. That was big news in the country this week.
A lot of anger online.
Okay, so before we get to our next one, can we have your quiz question once again, please?
Yes, the question was, what's another word for political corruption? Is it number 1, raft, R-A-F-T, or number 2, graft, G-R-A-F-T?
Use our Bandy board, use Kakao Talk, or text in on your cell phone, pounder sharp 1045 for 50 or 101, depending on the length of your text. Okay, so moving on to our next keyword.
My fourth topic is three parents.
Three parents.
Three parents. So normally we have two parents. In this case, there are two moms and one dad. So this, there was a baby. He's already 5 months old. So the news is a bit after the fact. But there's a 5-month-old baby that was born using DNA from 3 people.
Really?
Now, in this case, the technique was developed to allow people with genetic mutations to have healthy childs.
So why did they want to do this, or what are the details here?
So in this case, it's a Syrian couple. They've been married for 20 years. They've been trying to have babies, but the mom has a rare genetic mutation that resulted in 5 miscarriages and 2 infant deaths.
Okay,
so they've been trying really hard,
Yeah.
But failed. So that's why they sought out unconventional methods.
So this way, she can still be the baby's real mom in a sense too.
That's right.
I understand. Oh, that's an amazing advancement in medical technology.
Amazing advancement. If we go back to biology, do you remember DNA and where it's found?
Where it's found in your body?
Yeah,
It's found
in a cell.
No.
Well, there are 2 types of DNA. One's nucleus and one's mitochondria.
Yeah.
So they essentially remove the defect DNA and put the donor DNA in and combine it with the dad.
And we're able to do that successfully and safely. Wow, that's pretty cool. All right, so thank you so much for all of the internet news this week, Natasha. Can we have the answer to your quiz question now, please?
Sure. The question was, what's another word for political corruption? And the answer was number 2, graft.
Did you watch the debate, by the way?
I did.
And what were your thoughts on it?
As I said earlier, I think Trump was best when he was on The Apprentice. Outside of that, he is not a very good talker. He's not a logical thinker.
See, I disagree. I think he's a good speaker.
Okay.
I think he's a good speaker. That's how he has gotten to where he is today.
Right.
You know,
he's good at sort of talking, I guess, and dodging the bullet.
Yes, I think so. Yeah. So you're going to be watching the next debate as well.
Of course. 9th next month.
The premium popcorn set will go to Lee Sunok Nim. Congratulations. Enjoy your prize. Natasha, thank you very much once again. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.
Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.